So I have an off day today, which feels pretty nice. I worked yesterday for a couple hours, and it went by quite smooth, I would say. Um, I think I'm starting to get the hang of my job. My job's pretty easy. Um, I assumed I would be doing more cashier stuff, but it's a lot more stocking and setting up the store type deal. Um, but it's been going good. It's a very easy job, I would say. Very straightforward. Just kind of like spend a bunch of hours moving stock to where it needs to go and stuff like that. There's like small efficiency stuff that speeds up your tasks. And so my brain is like split between two things where it's like, how do I optimize this job to be as fast as possible? How do I do this like to the utmost ability of somebody? And the other half is me is like, I don't care. Why do I bother, doing efficient stuff? Why am I killing myself over minor details that aren't super important? But so it's getting a feel for, how far am I willing to do menial things for the sake of slight efficiency enhancements, I guess. Yeah, so like a lot of those efficiency stuff is like knowing where stuff is. Like that's gonna just take time to get to know the store and get to know where things are located and all that junk. But beyond that, it's like knowing where the store is, but then knowing what items are close to each other so that when you're moving stock inward, you can have the same stock go over to the same spot at the same time. So you're not spending as much time, wandering around the store, putting one thing that's at one spot and then another thing that's way over at the other end of the store. Where it's just like, small efficiency stuff that adds up in the long run. It's pretty straightforward. I don't have to do as much, but I think I do a lot just by my nature. It's like I would rather be efficient than not efficient. So I might as well try putting my hand to do good work. But I don't know. I think I'm enjoying working at least. I spent like a year out here in Nashville, applying to like a million spots and then getting no responses. And so it feels good to have like consistent, stuff that I'm doing every week rather than just like meandering about. So I'm glad this job popped up when it did. I'm also glad that I will have money to pay for college. That's a good feeling. I just got an email from the head of finances for my school, and she was like, hey, by the way, we want to give you $1,000 so you can pay your stuff. And I'm like, dude, that's so big. That means so much. So I got to finish contacting her and get all the details and stuff like that. But hopefully with that extra money, I will be able to pay for school. It's very exciting, having a little bit of stability. I'm a very, other than, I don't know if there's a better way to put it, but I'm like a very unstable individual. I'm like very all over the place, I would say. And so I see something and I'm like, oh, go do that. Oh, go do that. And I'm just like, I need to calm down and relax a little bit. For better or for worse, I think there's good elements to being flexible, but to overly do it is not ideal, I don't think. But yeah, so it's nice having the ability to not worry about such a big thing that I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I don't know how I'm gonna solve this, and it feels nice for sure. But yeah, I worked yesterday. I was supposed to work Saturday on the 4th of July, actually. And then nobody told me I was supposed to be working that day. And so I didn't show up. And I was like, oh, man, I could have used the hours. And I wish I could have shown up because that would have been huge. The store managed. It wasn't like a, how dare you not show up to this thing. It was like a, sucks that you missed it, but we had it covered. I'm not like a super pivotal role, obviously, because I just started. But oh, who's this guy? Oh, stay over there. Got him. But yeah, it's been nice. Before summer started, I was like pretty nervous. I was like, what am I gonna do with my life now that school's on hiatus? And I was like, I'm gonna like for sure become super antisocial and like lose a bunch of people and like not interact with a bunch of friends and stuff. And then the first 2 weeks were exactly as I feared. I was like, oh man, this sucks so bad. I'm doing nothing with my life and it's over, and I just didn't know what to do. And then a couple of buddies hit me up and they were like, yeah, let's go do a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, I'm so down. And so that was huge. Very, very good for me. On top of, getting a job at the beginning of the summer has been good. But then I've been really loving this making stuff. I got this video on my feed of the dude who played Greg Heffley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and he's talking to this guy, and he's like, "What are your number one takes of getting like into the industry and becoming an actor and stuff like that?" And he was like, "Firstly, don't do that. Don't become an actor because that sucks, and nobody wants. It's not a good job." And then he was like, "But secondly, if you do decide to become an actor, also have a bunch of other artistic hobbies and outlets because he was like, yeah, it bleeds into the rest of your artwork if you're working on other stuff. It like allows you to add, I guess, culture to your other work, and it's not just like, oh, I'm only an actor. It's, oh, I'm an actor who also has these other artistic abilities, and it gives you more of a sense of like just what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I just stopped thinking for half a second. Yeah, it gives you a sense of what's the word I want to say here? Oh my gosh. This is so stupid. It gives you more, like, not necessarily goals. I should put the clip up. Probably wouldn't be able to find it again, but that'd be good. What's the word I wanted to say? Oh my gosh, I'm just having a complete brain meltdown right now. So stupid. Anyways, besides that, so this has been a good outlet for having artistic expression outside of just music stuff for me. I've been doing a bunch of worship stuff, like every Sunday and every Thursday we'll do worship. And this is a good outlet that's like, I think, helping me be able to process, what makes good, like, what's a good direction to head in for stuff like that. Firstly, what do I want out of creating music, but then what do other people want out of it? So it's just been a good outlet for me, I think. A good way for a little bit of self-expression outside of music. It's also been a lot of fun, like, piecing together everything that I need for this. My setup is so jank. I think it'd be funny to do a room tour, but my room is not in the state that it should be for doing a room tour. Yeah, I got to clean it. Yo, there's a giant bug out my window. What is that? Oh, Mario's blocking him. Camera, pick that up. Oh, is he there? Can you see him? Oh, he left. Dang it. That's so unfortunate. That guy was huge. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, it's been fun building a rig that I having all my lighting and all my cameras and all my sound recording stuff. It's been super fun piecing all of that together. Just use these, I guess. My shovels. I am yet again out of space. This is such a problem. Let's just break a bunch of dirt and then pick those up, I guess. I've, something that I was not expecting to happen yet, but has, strangely happened, is my posts on Instagram are, somewhat popping off. I can't tell if it's, a bunch of random bot accounts that are liking stuff, but it seems like real people. You know, I'm an optimist in that I hope that they're real people. I'm a very alive internet theory kind of man. But yeah, they're strangely popping off for some reason. And it's not anything big. It's not hundreds of thousands of people are flocking to my my Minecraft Let's Play. It's not the case. But it's I usually get maybe 15 to 30 likes on posts that I do, and they're all friends and stuff. So it's expected. But then my last two posts have been getting 50 something likes or I don't even know the exact number, but something around that where I'm what the heck? Who are these people showing up to watch me play Minecraft? What's the deal? And I don't know. I think it's fun for one, but it's funny where it's who are you people? Why are you in my house, man? But I don't know. It's just fun. Oh, you can't put them side by side. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, dang. What a change. That sucks so bad. I gotta do a something like this for a storage room where there's, oh dang, that's a huge change. I'd not considered that you wouldn't be able to put chests together. Dude, my mind is blown right now. I can't believe it. I'm freaking out. What a change. So that puts stuff into consideration. When I was talking about last episode doing a hut or a bunker, that probably wouldn't have worked as good as I thought it would have. There would have been slight spacing problems. There are so many dogs over here. That's kind of crazy. The woofs. Anyways, yeah, so Instagram has been strangely popping off, which I think is quite funny. I think the gimmick that I've got going on here is a very good gimmick. I think there's a lot of potential here for it to be solid. I just got to make decisions that are A, what I want the series to look like, but B, that also align with what works well on the site. So the Instagram is popping, but then nobody watches the YouTube videos. Yeah, it's so weird that the main videos aren't as popular as the shorts. Which, I mean, we're transitioning into a shorts populated internet culture, so I guess it makes sense. But I don't know, it's still a interesting thing that I wasn't expecting. I didn't think short form Minecraft Let's Play would work as well as it does. But also that one clip from two videos ago was very good. I don't think my wolf clip was as good, but I don't think the timing could have been better for my other clip, so I don't know. I gotta figure out I don't know. I just got stuff to figure out that it's exciting for me. It's fun to to be in the process of building something, both in Minecraft and outside of it. I'm having a good time playing this. I'm having a good summer so far. It's been solid. My like closest friend from college is out of town for a church event thing that he's helping out at. And he'll be back in a couple of days, so I'm excited to hang with him. I'm also excited to hang with a couple other buddies that I got to see on Tuesday. We do a Tuesday night church thing. And so getting to see one guy that's was in a school band of mine, and another friend who he's pretty close. Yeah, we hang out at school a lot. I'm very like self-isolating. If given the option to like not interact with people, I probably won't. But then that's not good for people. I think that's like a side effect of like COVID, where it's like it's familiar to me, where I spent a good chunk of my like developing years trying to figure out, you know, a couple of years of not interacting with people nearly as much as I should have. And now it's like, okay, how do I rebuild some of the things that I should have not instilled in my life? And I mean, I'm not like a what's the word I'm thinking of? Introvert or extrovert, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not either of them. I'm like a 50-50. An ambivert is what it's called. I've literally taken tests and gotten exactly 50-50 on them. And so I fall right in the middle. But I just, due to COVID, tend to fall more into introverted than extroverted. It can be good. I mean, neither of them are good or bad. To put a label on it like that, I think is wrong. I think for me personally, it's better to not isolate completely. There's a middle ground that exists that needs to be, you know, understood for me. So, yeah, it feels good to interact with people. This is the overall concept behind the thoughts that I have. I also I'm excited for, I have worship practice tonight. Every Thursday, we meet up to go over a Sunday set list. And I'm excited for that. I like the group of people that we meet up with. It's a very diverse crowd of people. And so that makes it fun and interesting and enjoyable. But so I got that later going on. What time is it even? A couple hours, like 5 hours. I gotta be there for that. Part of me is like trying to figure out what good scheduling of stuff looks like. I kind of partially want to do an episode a week, but like I don't want to overpost is the thing I'm thinking of, where if it makes sense to do like a weekly thing so I don't get burned out and so that the viewers don't get burned out, and it's a good middle ground. But then so that timing is like, oh, but then I can't play Minecraft for a week straight, which is not fun for me to wait so long. Which, I mean, I guess I could do longer videos if I wanted to. Like, I could do a double episode. But I don't know how well that would go over. Maybe a double episode would work. I'm also trying to figure out the structure from last time. Like I said, I think yesterday's episode was, or yesterday's last uploads was quite good. I think it's a good middle ground. I might have over edited is the problem, where there's a lot of good cuts that I did and it made sense, but I don't know if it was too much or too little. I still have yet to decide to make up my mind completely on it. I think what I could do, and I don't know if I will do this, but I could do 2 releases. One where it's like the polished edited version that goes up on this channel, and then like the completely like no edits, just full transparency, I guess. Transparency is maybe not the right word, but but just like the completely unedited version where all the mistakes that happen, all the rambles that go on for too long, every single element is like just there, and you have the choice if you want to watch the full version or the edited version. But I don't know. Things to think about, I suppose. I was talking about I've got a couple of buddies making content too, and it's so fun to have friends that have similar interests. I don't know. That's like such an obvious statement that I just made, where it's like, oh yeah, duh. Obviously, people who are similar and enjoy similar things are gonna be good hangs. But I don't know. I'm just coming to realize that more and more as I get older. But on top of that, it's good to have friends that have different perspectives. I think that there's a middle ground. I've been saying that so much. There's a middle ground, but there's truth to it. Where not everything's black and white. I'd be very like extremist brained, I guess. Where I was like, it's got to be A or B. It's got to be A or B. There's no separation between the two of them. And now I'm like, nuances are cool. Slight differences in things lead to newer concepts that are good. What? Oh, 360 controllers are so crazy because I haven't changed the batteries for all 4 of the episodes I've recorded. And just every now and then it's like, hey, by the way, your thing is dead. And then you turn it back on, it's like, oh, it's fine. And it'll last another couple hours. It's so funny. Technology. Anyways, nuance. Yeah, nuance is good. That's the conclusion to that thought. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate it. Stupid. What else has happened in my life since the last recording, or just in general? Oh, disappointing news. The USA has been kicked out of the World Cup. Quite tragic. Rest in peace, America. You'll be remembered. And it wasn't really close either. It was like 4-1, which that sucks. I wasn't keeping up with it at all, and I really don't care that much. But it's still sad. Still not ideal. I don't even know who we lost to be honest. Because I haven't been keeping up with it. Like, very much. I just know the results. But still, not fun. I think we were like the underdog pick. I don't think most people were thinking we were going to get so far. And then we did it. And it was awesome and cool. Is there anything else interesting happening? What is going on in the world today? Oh, dude, I got addicted to Tetris. Tetris is so fun. I got recommended this video that it's super good. I highly recommend it. I forget who it's by. It's like Blue Shell or something. I'm forgetting. I'll put a link in the description to the video. But anyways, so it's this episode about, it's this like hour and a half long documentary on Tetris the Grand Master. And it's like this version of Tetris that is like really difficult. And there's only like 20-something people that beat the hardest version of it, essentially. The hardest... I laugh at it every time. It's so funny. The hardest version of the game is called Tetris Terror Instinct. It's so funny, man. Why do you have a game about Tetris with such a scary name? It's so good. But yeah, the third one is Tetris Terror Instinct, and essentially you're trying to get... yeah, that guy will defend me. Thanks, dog. You're trying to get the title of Grandmaster, essentially, and you do that by playing a bunch of Tetris. And it starts off as like a standard curve, and then it gets like really difficult like the further you go. And then there's a bunch of like side requirements that you're required to do that I can't remember, but it was like all very specific and difficult. and and there's not very many people who have the ability to beat it that far. Oh, I'm dead. I didn't die. I got lucky. I think creepers do less damage. Part of me thinks that. I think... Whoa! Where are these guys coming from? That's so stupid. That's so unfortunate. I hate filling in creeper holes. Such a classic part of the game, but it's like not particularly fun. But yeah, so yeah, very few people have gotten the Grandmaster title on it, and so for one, not only do you have to beat the game multiple times, you have to do it, and it gives you like random results sometimes. Like it tries to fake you out and trick you that the results are different. And it's like this really funny way to do it. It's very like troll, funny Japanese man is trying to trick you type thing. And it's so funny, man. But then, so the video is like very well produced. It goes into good depth of like what's going on and who are key players in Tetris and what some of the requirements are. And it's so good, man. It's such a good video. But I was like, dang, I want to play Tetris now. I want to play this version of Tetris specifically. But unfortunately, I do not own that version of Tetris. It recently, like a couple years back, came out to... it was only arcade exclusive, and arcades haven't been around for like 20 years. Like, they're not making new arcade stuff. I hear Baby Zombie. I'm not afraid of him, though. Should I cut more of this mountain down? I flattened this whole place. It's kind of nuts. I don't fully know how I did that without thinking about it. It's crazy. What was I talking about? Tetris? What was the point of my Tetris rant? Oh, yeah, I don't own the game. So, yeah, the game was only in arcades. And then finally, like 2 years ago, they brought the original to PlayStation and Switch. And I don't have money. I gotta save money. It's not super expensive. It's only like $8, but that's $8 more than I'm willing to spend. But then, so I already own Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I played that a bunch. I've been playing that ever since I watched the documentary. It's so fun. Tetris it's a classic. It's such a good game. Like, man, did they perfect the formula. It's so seamlessly fun. And it's good multiplayer too, man. We had a couple people over at our house a couple days ago. I forget for what specifically, but me and my buddy were playing Tetris just in our living room, essentially. We have a projector in our living room, and so they came over while we were in the middle of doing a 1v1, and they were like entranced. It was so interesting. They were like, I've never seen Tetris. You know, I didn't know there was so much to Tetris. I didn't know how deep it went, and we're not good or anything at it, but good enough for them to be like, oh wow, there's depth here that I didn't realize, and it's just crazy to me how deep the potential goes for that game, but how immediately accessible it is for like everybody else. How did you get in here? How did you get in here? Can you jump this little thing here? I bet you can. What the heck? I'm gonna take some of this off. But yeah, Tetris is a good game. It holds up so good. We're gonna free you guys. Freedom! Sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I didn't mean to hit you either. But I want to play Tetris Terror Instinct so bad. They don't have it on the Switch, unfortunately. Oh, who's that guy? But they do have the first version and the second version, which is nice. But I will probably not be buying it anytime soon, is the reality. Porque no quiero dinero. Está la problema. Oh well. I flattened out a big chunk of this. This is kind of crazy. I think, so my original plan was to do something like this. And I think I'm going to change my original plan. I think the door works good. The concept, at least, of having a big door that you walk through and there's a bunch of stuff and buildings and things like that. I think that works good. I think the actual design of the door is going to vastly change. I think I want to do thicker walls so that you can like walk in between them and have stuff going here. And in order to do that, it needs a redesign. I think what I will do, I will stick with the this, but I will go like this. So it will be bump, 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 like that. So like the middle part is here, and then we'll do like a thicker outer wall that's has 3 block walking distance in the middle. And it won't be these blocks, but it'll be something like that. Who's this guy? Hey, buddy. Thank you. I think I'm going to go find diamonds. I think is the next step. I got actually a lot done here. I did not expect to finish this so quickly. I was figuring it was gonna take a good chunk more time. But that's life sometimes, I guess. I don't know what the point I'm making is, but there's a point somewhere in the words that I'm saying. How far do I want this to go? I also haven't considered. I think what I could do is do like a path downward into this spot here and have it go way further. Might work decently. I don't know if you've noticed this, viewer, but I'm not prepared. I have no foresight at this point into the episode. This is all vibes. I'm a vibes-based gamer. What can I say? This episode has been kind of sporadic. Like, I mean, that's on brand. But more so than I thought it was. Oh, wait, I haven't actually been this way. I don't know the lay of the land. Is that the ocean? Oh my gosh. No, it is. Wow. There's like this desert thing. That's cool. This would be a sick spot for something. I think we're gonna cut down trees. I've made up my mind. That's what we're doing for the rest of this episode, or at least part of it is tree time. I also, oh man, I got a lot of things I gotta do. There's so much. Oh my gosh. I was thinking we gotta do nether stuff too, which I could go grab a bucket of lava, a couple of buckets of lava real quick and get that set up, get another portal going. Or I could do diamonds. I mean, oh, I'm overwhelmed with choice. There's too many good options. So dumb. I really don't want to do like a super intensive thing. I kind of just am enjoying low-key Minecraft moment. Is the Ender Dragon farmable in this version? Or is there only one time you can play and beat him? I have no idea. I have not looked into it. I haven't seen, like, anybody really do, like... There's a big trend right now of people doing what's called a forever world, where they just, you know, they play the same Minecraft world permanently. They just don't have plans of doing other ones. And I haven't seen anybody do a forever world in Xbox 360, I don't think. Which, dang, I'm an innovator. The thing about, and I've actually heard other people say this, is you can't call it a forever world because you haven't been playing it forever. If you just started on it, it's like, you can have the intent to do it, but until you actually play it forever, and it's not a forever world. And I think that's funny, because you cannot get to forever. That is not real. I think that's funny. I think the implications behind people who say that is quite funny. How did you get in there, bro? I'm so stoked for these leaves to disappear so we can get a view of this ocean. Oh, it's gonna be good. Are we doing terraforming today for a base that does not exist yet? Do minor terraforming. Slightly get this to a direction. Granite. Granddad. Stupid. It is so dark, and I guarantee you the camera is not able to pick up what's happening here. I've been trying to think, is there a better way to set up my camera? Like, do I do a closer view? And I think the answer is probably. I think it would be a good idea to focus on the gameplay partially. I mean, that is what is happening, but the screen really only takes up like a fourth of the camera. And because it takes up so little amount of real estate, it's like not ideal for like if you're actually watching the gameplay. But I don't know how many people are actually watching the gameplay. It's the difference. How many people choose to have this on in the background, which is kind of what I was thinking this would be, is a background type series. But at the same time, what if people are actually watching this for some weird reason? Wahoo! This is so sick, by the way. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Yeah, this walk through here, I can already envision some of the direction. Oh, man. And we finish it up with walls right here. And then do like a path going down over to the ocean and do like docks and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so hype. I'm kind of actually stoked that we're doing a castle first. Who's eating my... Oh, the wolf ate the sheep. Where is he? They just eat the sheep and leave. What a cruel fate. But yeah, like I was saying, I think a castle is such a classic Minecraft thing, and I'm pretty stoked that this is what I just happened to decide to do. I think it really fares well for like this to be the main hub thing, and then have a bunch of other stuff. If I wanted to do it elsewhere, I think it's so good. I think it's going to turn out quite well. This will be my temporary wood chest for now. And then this is going to be everything else for the moment. I really gotta get storage figured out. And I'm going to keep saying that for 8 more episodes, because I'm never actually going to do it. I need wood. Where's my wood chest? Oh, there it is. It's so convenient. I need more of this, so I can do more of this. There's a wolf. Recording on a CRT is such a weird, there's such a weird mix of things you have to do to get it to be good, or to at least even be stable sometimes. There's a lot of hoops you gotta go through, and I don't have a good rig at all. No one would say my setup is good. I would say my setup is probably passable. And there's a lot of stuff I want to do to get it to be good. I would like to get better lighting rig. That's like priority number 2. Priority number 1 is my mic setup is not great. I left a couple of mics. I left 2 mics over at when I went to Indiana, and I'm not getting those back. It's not worth the trouble. But they were decent mics. They were SM57s and SM58s. And now I don't have... I upgraded, so I had the 57 pointed at the thing. Now I've got 2 Behringer C2s. So I've got stereo output, which is a huge upgrade. But then I don't have my vocal mic anymore. So now I've got this guy. And this thing is rough to work with. It's always got this constant static going into it. I got this. I got this from a friend in high school, and he was like, "Happy birthday! Here you go." And it's some random no-name Chinese microphone off of Amazon for sure. But I appreciate that he did give it to me, because I wouldn't be able to do my Let's Play without it. But it's just not ideal. Part of me is like, the terrible quality it has is kind of nice, because it's very 2010s. But the other part of me is like, I want good sound quality. The more I work with this mic, the more I'm like, wait, it's kind of a vibe actually, having to gated levels, so that whenever I'm not talking, it cuts it out. And it's got this very fun, like, really just early 2010s feel, where everybody was recording on just garbage microphones and just doing the best with what they have. And that's me. That's literally me. That's what this whole thing is. And it's not going to be expensive to replace microphones. At the moment, it's just not feasible, like I said before. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. I said that last episode, and I came up with something, but it kind of sucked. It's not very like engagement friendly, and it's also not very like artistic friendly. I don't think. I think it's the worst of both worlds. It's a title that came through necessity because I needed a title, not one that came from thought or preparation or planning or any of that. It's just I needed something and I found it. And I think conceptually it's fine, like the idea behind it, but I wish there was just more, like it was a further developed concept. Whoa, okay, I actually do have to change the batteries. It's gonna happen a bunch now. Now that I said it doesn't happen, it's gonna happen so much. I have like no experience doing thumbnail stuff or doing titles. I would just, for anything I'd done in the past, it's all just random, basically. Whatever comes to my mind is what it happens to be. I for sure should do some more research into how to do good titles. I just kind of don't really know what to look for in that is the problem. Dang, terraforming. Whoa. To the bed. I think I've done a few revisions of my thumbnails so far. I think the one I'm on right now is the best one, but I still don't think it's good. I think it's mediocre at best. It fits for what I need it to be, but it's not like particularly engaging. It's also not like I mentioned doing like a period piece. It's not particularly accurate. It's partially accurate, but not entirely. It has like the Minecraft 360 logo, which a bunch of people did, and then it's got like screenshot of the gameplay, I guess, and it's got a number on it. But outside of that, it's like not the most accurate representation of what that time was. And I think that's kind of what I want to go for that. I don't want to do like super YouTube, like get as many clicks as possible. I'm not going to try to tank my viewership. That's dumb. That doesn't make sense. But I'm also not going to try to like over process stuff because that feels kind of fake to me. There's a middle ground yet again. We're back to there's a middle ground. Maybe that's the title of the episode. The thumbnail for last episode. So for one, I think the screenshots I'm using aren't the most interesting. Mostly because I just don't have stuff that is interesting built yet. Like I did a picture of the sheep exploding because I think that was like the highlight of the episode, and that's what the Instagram clip was. So I was like, yeah, we'll just use that. That works decent. But then for this one, I've been just cutting down trees and stuff, and it's like that's classic Minecraft, but that's not good YouTube thumbnail material. Maybe that's what the thumbnail is the middle ground. This is the middle ground right here, what I'm working on. What if the title, what if that's the name of the castle middle ground? Oh, autos. I'm choking on my own spit. But yeah, what if this was castle middle ground? I think that is a concept and a half. And then it has like some sort of like metaphor behind it. And there's like story and lore and stuff, and it's crazy and it's cool and awesome. And then I become Minecraft famous and I make $1 million. And then I become the world's first Minecraft billionaire. I wonder if there are any Minecrafters that are billionaires. I mean, there's for sure people that have played Minecraft that are billionaires. I bet Elon Musk has played Minecraft and he's a trillionaire. Did I get that? Here, let's do this so that I can remember where this hole is. But I wonder if there's anybody who specifically plays Minecraft that's a billionaire. There's for sure millionaire Minecrafters. That's gotta exist. But billionaire? Maybe tens of millionaire. A tennillionaire. I wonder if there's any Tennillionaires. Any Minecraft Tennillionaires. Like, who would fit that description? PewDiePie might be there, but he's not really a Minecrafter explicitly. He's like just a YouTuber. But he's probably pretty close to that. I mean, Dream is the obvious thought. I'm thinking like an earlier Minecrafter would fit that bill, like Stampy Longnose, mayhaps, or Jordan Marin from Captain Sparkles. I'm thinking maybe one of those two guys. But are there like modern dudes that would fit that bill? Chomi Init. He doesn't play Minecraft really anymore. But the stuff he does make is pretty good, actually. I'm a fan of his walking with content creators stuff. I think that's very good, lighthearted content. I didn't watch him. I thought he was annoying, to be honest. And I didn't watch Dream either. I thought Dream was... I watched the first Manhunt, and I was like, okay, interesting idea. And then I was like, this is probably fake, but interesting idea. And then he kept making them, and I kept being like, this guy sucks. Not my cup of tea. I really only keep up with so many people. Okay, I'm back. My dad just walked in, and I was like, dang, he's home early. Yeah, he's been doing summer break work stuff. And so he comes home at kind of random times sometimes. Sometimes it'll be closer to 3. Sometimes it's 12 right now, so. Yeah, he's home. He's going to be actually out of town for a bit. So my mom's out of town right now, and my dad's going to be out of town for other stuff. And so it's just going to be me and the brother. I was talking about Minecraft YouTube. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't really keep up with a ton of... I mean, kind of I do keep up with a ton of guys. Not as many as I used to, though, for sure. I started watching YouTube in the living room occasionally, and so me and my brother will watch. We're both super into Hearthstone Battlegrounds. We play that a ton, and so there's a bunch of YouTubers that will watch them play through and walk through, what their strategies and all that stuff is. We started throwing other stuff on the TV, and it's been fun bonding over random YouTuber stuff. In high school, we watched a bunch of GDQ live streams, and it feels very similar to that, where it's a cool thing to hang out and bond over. It's pretty fun. My camera is gonna run out of storage in probably 20 minutes. So we got 20 more minutes of gameplay. Is there anything crucial that I need to get done before that? Do I finish this off? Do I have 20 minutes to finish this off? We can try. We can try. Maybe we'll get there. I have my doubts. There's a couple other things I gotta do today. Outside of the worship practice. I gotta mow my lawn. The back lawn, at least. And I can do that tomorrow, too. I still got time, but I want to get it done this week for sure. I'm also getting hungry for lunch, and I don't know what I'm going to do for that, because we do not have very much stuff around the house at the moment. And so I got to decide if I'm going somewhere, or if I'm buying something, or if I'm using what we got to craft some sort of concoction. Shall be decided at some point when I'm forced to make a decision. I wonder how many thoughts I finished this episode. How many complete finished concepts I was able to properly Memory card full.